I'm working through my 50-pound bag of onions. So I did a lot of recipes using onions. So today we're doing another onion recipe. We're making some pizza, and it's gonna be tomatoes and onion pizza. And if you have any suggestions for onion recipes, please let me know in the comments section below. I'll be doing a few more onion recipes. But I'm doing pretty good right now, about halfway through the bag of onions. So look at all the stretchy cheese. That's a super fast way to make pizza. Really good. Okay, so here we start with 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Now I'm going to add 1.5 teaspoons of sugar. I'm using white sugar. So 1.5. So I got the natural sea salt here. So 3/4 teaspoon of salt. I've got 1 package of Fleischmann's pizza yeast. So I have the other kind of yeast too, but I have this pizza yeast. It's been really hard to find yeast for baking their own bread. So I got 1 jar of instant yeast, but I found this pizza yeast. So I'm going to use this for the pizza. So I'll be doing another recipe using the other yeast and just make a comparison. So this is 8 grams of pizza yeast. So just mix it together with a whisk. Now I'm going to put in 3 tablespoons of cooking oil. Some people use olive oil, but I'm just going to use the regular oil. I've got the peanut oil here. So I'm just going to add the warm water now. So this is the instant active yeast. So based on the instructions here, you don't need to let the dough rise. It's going to be ready as soon as you mix the dough and knead the dough. So I have some extra flour in the bottom here, so when I'm kneading it, it's actually easier to knead. You can do it on a board if you like, but I like to just do it on in a bowl, and I left some extra flour in the bottom just to knead. So actually this formula for the yeast, it's actually makes the flour pretty easy to knead right now. So according to the instructions, this dough doesn't require any time for the dough to rise. So this is specifically pizza dough. So I guess when people do the pizza, they don't want to wait for the pizza dough to rise. But I'm just going to let it rise for a little bit just to see what happens. So pretty well all the loose dough is in the ball here, the dough ball. So I'm just going to let it rise for about half an hour, see what happens. Even though the instructions on this pizza yeast, it doesn't require rising for the dough, but I'm going to do it anyway. Should the onions and the tomatoes be on top of the cheese, or should the onions and tomatoes be put on the pizza first and then you put the cheese to cover the onions and tomatoes? So it's just something I'm curious about, so I'm going to be actually doing it both ways. I'm going to wrap the dough here just for half an hour to see what happens. So just like that, let it stand for half an hour. Okay, this piece of dough is ready to go. I'm just going to check the other one. The other piece of dough, it has gotten bigger in size. So I'm just going to push it around a little bit, knead it a little bit. It's much softer now. It's been sitting up there for about 20 minutes, almost half an hour maybe. I wasn't looking at the time, but it's pretty close to half an hour. So it has risen a bit in size. I wouldn't say it doubled or anything like that on the usual dough, but it does get slightly bigger. So we're ready for the next step. We're going to put together the pizza now. So first I'm just going to grease the pizza pan. I got the peanut oil, just rub some peanut oil on the pan so it doesn't stick. So next I'm going to spread some cornmeal. Yeah, you don't have to, but I like to spread some cornmeal on the pan. So it also makes the pizza dough also keeps the pizza dough from sticking. So just sprinkle some on the pan like this. So next one, do the same thing. So this one didn't rise as much as the other one. So I'm just gonna press it out first. I'll just push it out and turn. So same principle as when I do the bao, the Chinese bun. Press it out and then turn, press it out and then turn. That's just the way I do it. It's not the way that other people would do it, just the way that I do it. So this is the one with the olive oil. So this one a little bit better, I think. Just the way I shaped it. More evenly. So this one is more soft. I had it under the cellophane for a while, so it seems to be a little softer. So I spread the tomato sauce all over the pizza crust, and then I put half a jar of this spaghetti sauce. So it works the same as tomato sauce. And then I put the onions down. So I'm going to put Italian seasoning. So just spread as much as you want. I put about maybe a tablespoon or so. So I'm going to put some sea salt, the pink one. So just grind it over the onions. Tomatoes, I'm just going to lay the tomatoes on. I'm just going to put a little seasoned salt on there. So I'm using two kinds of cheese. I got the old cheddar cheese. I also have some mozzarella cheese. I use this combination of cheese a lot of time, even for lasagna. I use both kind of cheeses. So that's one pizza. So that should do. Got the oven going at 425 degrees. So I'm going to pop both of the pizza in. Maybe it won't fit.
No, it's not going to fit. It'll fit.
So I got both pizza in, and we're just going to bake it for about 15 minutes at 425 degrees. So this is the tomato and onion pizza with the cheese on top. So there you have it, homemade tomato onion pizza. Enjoy. There you have it, the second pizza, tomato onion pizza with the cheese in the middle. Enjoy. In the description below, tell me what you think. Do you like thin crust pizza or do you like thick crust pizza? And do you like the cheese on the top or do you like the cheese in the middle? The recipes you get now is what I call stay-at-home recipes. This is what I have in my fridge. And if you have any suggestions, let me know. Put it in the comments in the section below. And be sure to give me a like and be sure to subscribe and make sure you click the bell so I can keep giving you more videos.